morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. So today's video, I'm going to do a work vlog. Pretty much a day in the life of me getting stuff ready to ship. So pretty much me making product. I have some racks that are cut, some squeegees that are cut, and they all need to be sanded. The squeegees need to have the angles cut on them and rounded all the edges. So we're going to do that today. I'm going to bring you guys along with me. So normally I would be using that table right there, I think I'm pointing at it, to do all my sanding. But seeing as my father-in-law has cut out a ton of circles for another client of his, or customer, whatever you want to call them, and has this all stacked here, and I don't want to mess with it because really it's just a privilege that I get to use that area to sand and to work on my stuff. I may end up just having to go make myself a sanding table at my place. So my garage is actually going to be turned into a workshop anyway. I didn't want it to be a wood workshop. I wanted to be able to continue doing my stuff here if I could and pay my father-in-law a little bit of rent. But seeing as this is full of stuff right now, it won't always be that way. But I might just have to make myself a temporary setup in the garage to do some stuff until this stuff leaves. Yeah, because I need to get this stuff sanded and worked on. But we can route the edges because the rotor is over there that we use. So we'll get the edges of all the squeegees routed and along with the angles cut. Yeah, that is the rotor bit that cuts all the angles on all the edges of the squeegees. So, just give you guys a quick little look at, this is what the squeegees look like before any routing or edges get cut, or sanding, or laser cut edging the logo. And this is the racks before sanding and assembly. Okay, so as you saw, I just did the routing on 2 of the 18-inch squeegees. And this is, there you go. That's what it looks like after the routing is done. That's before, after. And then I do go ahead and I sand the whole thing, all the edges, all that, like the inside of the handle, all the edges after I do the cut, because I also sand the cut smooth. One of the main reasons that, well, you want to sand it so it's nice and smooth, right? Because this is a wood product that you're using with your hand, so it does need to be. And also the routing it sometimes gives us this little edge, not all the time, not in everywhere, right? Like here it's not there, there it is. It's just because sometimes it's a little bit uneven. So you need to sand that smooth to make sure it's all even and good. But I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of these. I'm not gonna bother time lapse next, so I'm gonna throw in headphones in. All right, so this is what they look like after the angles cut. Just better look. And then just need to sand that angle. I sand this all smooth, and then I sand the transition from the round part to the angle, and then sand this smooth here and the edges. Well, I've come up with a makeshift setup here in the garage until I decide what I'm actually doing. I think I may end up just taking all the wrap stuff out of here and just make this garage into, because I don't really wrap stuff in here anymore. Might as well just make this into a space, that way I don't have to go rent a space. So I could put a workbench here where I do all my sanding, which gives me more room downstairs for shipping and receiving, packing and all that stuff. and just to store all the inventory. So I think I'm gonna do is put a workbench along that back wall. The Rogue Lab decals will be removed because this won't be used for wrapping anymore. All those decals will get removed. And then I will be making myself a plastic shredder and a plastic injection machine so I can make custom squeegees in-house, which will be done in the garage too. So we'll make it so it's a really clean sanding setup. I'm gonna make a vacuum table, and then I'll also use the vacuum so there'll be no sand dust actually ending up in the garage. So I can do all this stuff in here and not have to worry about such a mess. That's what's gonna happen. I'll show you guys and I'll bring you guys along on that. That'll be for another video. Today, I just need to get these ready to get sent away for engraving. Well, it is the next day now, and I've kind of changed my idea. Doing it on that little makeshift stuff I had wasn't quite working. So I've put a bench here now. I took the wheels off my toolbox and dropped it down, made a base for it. Eventually I'm gonna try to do something prettier with that, but that is what it is for now. And then this is a makeshift holder that holds the racks. I just flip it when I'm sanding the edges, and I sand these parts here, and then this guy. So it just makes that whole process easier, and also when I sand the whole flat part, the whole thing gets sanded. Unlike these ones, this is the first set I ever made, none of this was sanded. I mean, this a little bit, but very minimal. Ever since this, they all get sanded. So, along with the squeegees, everything on the inside gets sanded. These all get sanded more, and then all the edges, everything is sanded, and then they get coated. I also went ahead and took all my detailing supplies off here and filled it with squeegees that need to get prepped. Almost all of those are sold. So if you guys are someone that wants something like a set of racks or squeegees or whatever that I sell right now, you have to act fast, because the actual inventory that I keep, well, I can't keep inventory anymore because everything I make is sold by the time it's done being made. So you have to act fast if you want it quick. When I do have it in inventory, you just gotta buy it. Now, if it's not in stock, it usually only takes a minimum or maximum of about a week to ship. So it's really not a long time. I get stuff out fairly quick. That being said, I gotta get some work done here, guys. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, please give this video a thumbs up, comment your thoughts down below, and hit that subscribe button. See you guys in the next one.